And we are on YouTube as well. Hello YouTube. Also hello if you're watching this after the stream. On Errichto 2 YouTube channel you can always watch my streams later. Hello Sampu88. Somebody recommended to me, I will show that in a moment, in Codeforces gym there is an easy contest, like Division 4. I don't see a link. There is nothing private here. Yeah, I can show this. But let me try to find something else. Today, I need to modify the today command. Maybe that should be done first. Elements. Also, what I would like to do, because today on Linux, I need to change the Chrome background to dark. White kind of annoys me. Well, it annoys my viewers more than it annoys myself. Do we see it? But chat commands, I need to modify today. What will we do today? Easy. Problems. Okay, that's the plan. Save. Done. Did I see William Lin score 100% in IOI? Yes, I saw. You can join my Discord server, and there is even a conversation about it. Is today's topic Massey? No. I need to first go through Gaussian elimination, and only then it will be Massey. I care about you, yeah. So how is it called? Maybe I will find that in settings. Teams. Just black. What team do I want? I thought that it's kind of default if I choose in one, in one system. Just black, black-green shards, or Slinky Elegant, or Alloy. Alloy is the name of the main character in Horizon Zero Dawn. Some time ago I finished playing it finally. It's such a long game. Open world games are so long. Even though I liked the game, I don't know if I will play the second one. It will come next year, because it's just too much time. Just black. The Witcher 3, of course I played it. I've read all the books like, 10, 15 years ago, before the world knew about games. Okay. I would prefer dark gray, but it's fine. Can be dark. Okay, Boomer, am I too old for you? Just black, and also the Dark Reader extension. No, maybe even I have Dark Reader here, I'm not sure, but it's bad. I don't like dark reader. Yeah, I actually have it. It's right here. On. Because sometimes it makes things more difficult to read. Yeah, here, I don't like Codeforces with dark reader. I mean, you aren't attacked by white, but I tried using this for several hours in the past, and I don't know. We can go like this for the next hour, but Codeforces is bad. What is here? Codeforces. It's the first time I see this. Is this a standard Codeforces round? I don't see the schedule. Oh, maybe it's just in contests. Oh yeah, it's here. September 30th. That's Wednesday. Okay. Too many tabs. I need to move chat to the other side. Don't need this. Don't need this. Remind me at the end of the stream that I should rate somebody. Can you explain this if you get time? If it's not a difficult problem. Division 2 F. Too difficult. I will not explain it. Doesn't seem good in dark mode. Codeforces, yeah. And you know, well, maybe for normal browsing it would be fine, but I mainly kind of use codeforces.com. Steven, we will do 1v1 next weekend. 13 Cook-Off and BSIO and BinarySearch. Thank you. I'm going to now finish something from BinarySearch. But first, pop out the chat. Finishing top in contests. No, but those aren't. Getting third in a coding interview contest or Codeforces contest isn't that difficult because not everybody from the top participates. So, you know, because of that, just the same performance would give me maybe third place in Codeforces and 30th in Codeforces. I'm going to, so here's the plan. I will do Division 4 contest from Jim. It should take 10 minutes. Just somebody recommended it to me. I need to find it. I need to see what is the solution for one BinarySearch.com problem. And then I'm going to solve a few more BinarySearch problems. We're talking about this platform. Maybe I will turn off the dark mode because, well, this is not how they intended to use the platform. Just 2 days ago, for the first time I used this, I participated in a contest. Streak solved today. Solved all time. I think this platform uses a lot of good ideas. I look like Snowden. I've heard that in the past, but I don't really agree. Discord. If you're watching on YouTube, I think you should you can watch on YouTube still. Just open Twitch chat. Open this if you want to see links or just chat. Also, unless I have something important to do, tomorrow, same time, I am going to stream on Twitch only, just as an experiment. Where is the division for contest? Here. This thing. I will start with this, and this should take 10 minutes. Sorry about the slow start today. For first 10 minutes I'm only like talking, changing settings, stuff like that. Dishwasher finished the job. Somebody also suggested Among Us, but I've heard that it's peer-to-peer and you shouldn't play with random people. So I will put this as well here, just when I want to refer to it. And we start with this. Do you want dark mode? Contest invitation. Virtual participation. When do we start? 2 minutes. Try using Restream for cross chats. I used it in the past and then it stopped working because YouTube changed settings. YouTube chat became read-only. This is from the past CouchChef round. So need to close the window. And I will give you a link to the contest, just by modifying that. Gym. If you type !gym, or maybe contest, you will get a link in Twitch. Where is the contest? I mean, this easy contest I'm doing is, now you should get the link. Oh, no, not gym, contest, yeah, contest. And bot will tell you. Is C-Sense watching? I don't know. Largest possible even number. So choose the smallest even number to be at the end. And then others just sort. The smallest to be at the end. If no this found, then print -1 and finish. Otherwise, sort decreasingly. Wait. Okay. Not best sort. Hey. If it's equal to best, then skip it. Do this, let's test it. What? -1, nope. Oh, I see. I modified best to say that I already skipped. Come on. Problem C. Link not working. Oh, damn it. Did it work for anybody? I will paste again. Maybe you need... Looks wrong answer, isn't it? It isn't. Maybe you need that invitation link. If somebody is able to get the working link, then please do it and paste in the chat. Is it some trivial DP? Just n times k. Plus k. That was problem C. It's indeed for now kind of division for contest. At least statements are cute and short. An array, they move in turns. Remove from the array, insert in the array. GCD of the array is greater than 1. Bob inserts numbers. Three means that Alice moves last. DP in division 4, why? Yeah, it was a stupid choice actually. Sadly. DP is bad because beginners don't know it. So it's just about knowing the technique. For now I don't know how to solve this. Let's see. Alice removes, let's say she removes a 6. Bob inserts 2. Alice wants GCD greater than 1. So Alice removes this. Bob inserts something. Bob will just insert 1 and Alice will remove it. So can we remove one element? First of all, if k modulo 2 is 0, so if Bob ends, then we have no chance because he will insert 1 at the end. Now for every special value, let's say me, we check if the others have GCD greater than 1. If G is -1, then overwrite, else yes. Looks good to me. That was the end. We're getting close to the end. One problem left. I think I already lost. I saw some people in the leaderboard with time below 10 minutes. Very simple two pointers, right? Layers of the pool. For every m. Sum is at least next. This works, and that's the end. As I said, it's like a 10-minute contest. Oh. I thought that n is up to 100. Oh, that's bad. Oh. That's bad, but numbers are up to 100. So it's just that for every count divisors of something, for every number in the input, if this count of I plus plus now it's linear times 100, but I have wrong answer here. What did I do wrong on test 2? Well, it takes me more than 10 minutes apparently. Maybe this E. For bottle, print the number of layers that will be wood. Oh, if only we use this one. Oh, then how can you make a sample test to not check that? Not only n is equal to m, but me taking prefix sums, thinking that it's first bottle, then second, and so on, gives the same answer. Okay, so I need prefix sums over b. No, prefix sums over a. Pref of n plus 1. I need to find last number not exceeding me. Lower bound pref begin, pref end, x casted to long. This will give me index, but I wanted last not exceeding. Never make a problem where the main possible misunderstanding of the statement gives the same answer. Okay, D is left. I got wrong answer on test 10. Maybe at least I will be in top 10. I underestimated the division for, yeah, exactly. What can you do? We want a divisor of at least 2. That just like we checked here. The P problem was damage. I'm stupid. Not hex. The DP problem was a bad choice for beginners. Don't do it. People cannot do DP. But for me, contest was perfectly fine. When I have 15 minutes and I want to do some easy problems, this contest is perfect. Sure. The first thing I didn't like was how weak sample was in problem E. But yeah. 5th place with very bad time. Many wrong answers. And a few people will now solve the last problem and they will get above me. Yes, I get penalized for wrong submissions, 20 minutes for each. That's of course, that's very bad for such an easy short contest, because wrong submissions now matter much more than your speed. See, 20-minute submission, 20-minute penalty for wrong submission makes sense for 5-hour ICPC contest. This is where 20-minute penalty comes from. And there, average solving time of a problem is, let's say, 2 hours, 120 minutes. So by adding 20 minutes, you penalize a little bit. You get 40th place. I'm not too surprised. Why is it invitation only? Cannot they just make it public? Like public, and I cannot even access this. That's stupid. Explain D, please. I can. I will explain D in a moment. Also, I still think that this dark mode is kind of strange. It's called Dark Reader. Somebody posted recently half dark reader for Codeforces. Like it was 80% white or 80% dark, I don't remember. But I don't want to install 20 different plugins. So this public contest is not really public. 39th. Every time I will refresh, I will go down a few places. I see a freeway tie on the 5th place. Yeah, problem D. Problem D, game of GCD. So we have a sequence of numbers. When I move, I remove a number. And I want GCD of other numbers to be greater than 1. Here, obviously, I will try to remove 7. Now my opponent moves. My opponent, because he wants to make GCD 1, then perfectly, Bob will just every time insert 1. Doesn't matter where, so let's say at the end. Now, if game ends after Bob moves, so if turns modulo 2 is 0, then Bob wins, because he has the last move and he will insert 1. No matter what are the other numbers, he wins. Otherwise, if my move is last, so I remove last, and every time Bob inserts 1, there is in turn 1, I move and do something. I don't know what I will do. Turn 2, Bob inserts 1. Turn 3, I need to remove 1 because it's the worst number for sure. Alice removes 1. Bob inserts 1. Alice removes 1. So you see, nothing really changes. Turn. And as well, I can say that there is just one turn. And then the question is, can I remove one number so that I would win? There is a long sequence. And the question is, can I exclude one number, let's say this one, so that GCD of other numbers would be greater than 1? And there are some multiple ways to do it. I thought that n is up to 100, just my bad. and I iterate over this element to remove. Instead, because numbers were small, for every number in the input, I computed its divisors, and I counted for every divisor how many times it appears. And if some count of divisor is at least n-1, so appears in all elements but one, I say, yeah, Alice wins, because she can remove that nth number and the rest will be divisible by this. Just this must be at least 2. I made that mistake. And the alternative without factorizing would be to pre-compute prefix GCD and suffix GCD. I see it now. Go from the left, compute prefix GCDs, greatest common divisors. Do the same from the right. Now, when considering removing element, just take GCD of prefix and suffix. And this will be linear times GCD. That's problem D, game of GCD. Do I live in Amsterdam? Why do you ask? No. Slavic, so the author of the contest, it was invitation only because we weren't allowed to post a public contest as our rating was lower than restrictions. Oh, I see. So this was, I see. Next time, when you make such a contest, ask Mike Mirzayanov, tell him that you made once a good contest, no issues, and you want to make it public for the second time. If that doesn't work, you can write to me and I will write to him. I think your second contest should just be public in Gym, because it was a good, easy contest. Just maybe in problem D, values should be up to billion. But then it would make it more difficult. E was easier than C and D. Yep, I agree. Billion for division 4? It would be then the most difficult problem. Sorry, when I say a problem and I see that some constraints could be raised, I'm suggesting that. No, did I mean million? No, billion. Like AI up to this. The solution I suggested with prefix GCD and suffix GCD doesn't rely on values of this. It could be 10 to 18 as well. Doesn't hurt. If you want to factorize every number, that indeed the complexity is n times square root of max AI. But I'm proposing complexity n times log of something, of I guess also AI, where we compute prefix and suffix GCD. So this was one contest. Then second thing to do, BinarySearch.com. It looks kind of neat with Dark Reader. Surprisingly well. I want to see the last contest and I want to see how to solve the second problem. This one. Because it took me, I don't know, 20 minutes. If you see the, how to open. Oh, I need to log in. Wait a second. Oh, actually, it's fine. I started using Google password manager. So this is a random password of 10 digits. And thanks to that, even if I show something, it doesn't hurt me that much, because for sure there is no connection whatsoever between different platforms. I also thought for a moment, answering to Shiritori and Fao, that it's n plus log. Complexity of computing prefix and suffix GCD is of n plus log, because GCD will only decrease at most that many times. But notice that at the end you have this. Compute GCD of pref of I minus 1, suff of I plus 1. And if you claim that this is n plus log, then I need some explanation why. This first part is linear plus log. This one, I don't see why that would be the case. In particular, consider this sequence. Something, then m is, let's say, 1 billion. What about x times y, xy, 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 y? This is a sequence, assuming that x and y are coprime, and for GCD, to make GCD slow, they can be, for example, consecutive Fibonacci numbers. This sequence, of course, use bigger Fibonacci numbers instead, will hit n times log for the second part. But I also thought for a moment it's n plus log, just like you did. So you're not crazy. Yeah. Now this problem, this little problem, if we see the scoreboard, I got third in that contest. And my times, I would say, are unusual because, well, let's say first person, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, less than 3, and 8. That's kind of normal. Second person is basically the same. My times, 2 minutes, 26, 3 minutes, 6 minutes. And yeah, it was difficult for a lot of people. If we see the stats, the third problem was easier, more people solved it, but people above me solved it instantly. Maybe I was also slower because I expected this to be coding interview problem, and then some techniques you just don't use. I'm back. Okay. First, we can think for like 5 minutes whether maybe now I can solve this problem without using techniques not really used in coding interview. I don't want to spoil anything, so I will not say what technique I mean. But for example, what is very complicated? I don't know, FFT. You wouldn't use FFT in a coding interview. It had weak test cases. Rarely happens on BinarySearch. Should I say BinarySearch.io? Because everybody calls it BSIO, like BinarySearch.io. But I think if you type BinarySearch.io, it redirects you to .com anyway. So should it be called BSCO? Oh, somebody recommended me. Initially was IO, recently added .com. Yeah, but now if they redirect to .com, shouldn't the name be, the short name be changed to BSCO, BSCom? Okay. Given an array, return whether every sublist, and by sublist they mean substring, interval, has at least one element in it which occurs once in the sublist. In other words, check if there is some sublist not satisfying that. So check if there is subinterval, substring of this sequence, where every number occurs at least twice. That's the statement. After the contest for a moment, I thought that maybe we need to go down recursively, because and you can grab the link, pasting in the Twitch chat. YouTube, you can open Twitch chat if you want to use chat. And as I warned you before, tomorrow same time I'm experimentally, and I will record that and put on YouTube later. I want to see how it goes. Discussion on the same problem. Oh, then cool. Thank you a lot. I will read this discussion in a moment. Dush. Gauss when? Are you asking if we continue with Gauss tomorrow or what? Gauss requires a lot of effort. I chose problems, but now I need to also grab some people to help me with problems in Polygon. Don't expect Gauss to be ready in a week. Voice got cut off. Yeah, I don't know what I will do tomorrow. We can decide by the end of this stream. But tomorrow will be Twitch only. We want Gauss now. I can hurry with Gauss if you want. Okay, this problem. Check if there is substring of this sequence where every number occurs at least twice. And maybe there is something about this thing. If there are single numbers, let's say x, y, and z are single, then I cannot take substring including this thing, so I will recursively go into those substrings. Can I do that quickly? This is easy n-square solution. Go through the whole sequence, find any number, any single number, split into 2. What else can I have? I can do this. I can have a map to count stuff. But this will be, again, very difficult. I can go simultaneously from left and from right. Okay. Assuming that I have a sequence, there is some recursive function. It gets a sequence, and it can be an ordered map to avoid logarithm, frequency of every number. Okay, now if we go simultaneously from left and right, so try index 0, then at -1, 1, and -2, and stop when for the first time we see AI, such that frequency of AI is 1, then, and split into 2 halves, it will be n log n in total, assuming that we go to bigger half first. Go to bigger half, when we see that, let's say, frequency of A of, call it, I don't know, m, is 1, And let's say that m is small. M is 5 while n is 1 million. What I need to do is I need to iterate over those numbers in the prefix, decrease their frequency by 1, go recursively to from m plus 1 to n minus 1. Let's say that this is just vector is global and I pass indices of start and end and pass the frequency. Then roll back the changes. No, not really. I don't need that. Do I? I don't. Create a new frequency map. Take numbers up to m and go recursively here. And this will be, and again, this is kind of backwards smaller to greater principle. Prefix and suffix XORs will help. I don't see how, because numbers can occur more than twice. What kind of note is this? The intended solution should run O of n for random inputs on average? What is random input? I didn't... This note wasn't here during the contest. Do they mean that we find a single value and we expect it to be in the middle? Alex, I use Castor, but it's pain in the ass. You likely don't want to do it. Yeah, there is Restream and there is Castor. I use this one. I used to use Restream, and in particular they allowed to combine chats of different platforms, but at some moment several months ago it stopped working. And then and because chat didn't work anyway, then the two products were the same and Castor is significantly cheaper. Go to the channel itself, and in the recent broadcast things there will be video up to this point. Is that true? Can I, when you watch stream on Twitch, you can scroll the current video? Whoa, I didn't know about this. Why Twitch doesn't allow that in the main window? Why do you need to go to, what was that, recent broadcasts? Videos. That's crazy. I thought that this is the main disadvantage of Twitch. You cannot scroll. In particular, I thought that if we refresh the window, chat disappears. But yeah, but you can't scroll and chat. Okay, so for a viewer it's bad because you cannot chat. Still, it happened to me in the past that I had something, I saw something interesting in the chat, but then I refreshed the page and chat disappeared. In particular, here we have this chat. If I hit F5, I thought that I don't have any way to recover the chat. If you watch it in 2 times, you can see the future. This is what I do in YouTube. If I watch something live and I need to pause for 5 minutes, I just pause, then hit 2 times speed, and I watch till I hit the current moment. Divide and conquer. I tried divide and conquer during the contest and it turned out too difficult. Oh, okay, I see. They really fucked it up with the UI with the latest update. It was a lot easier to find latest broadcasts before. If it's in videos, then still it's fine, but I don't see why now you are not allowed to rewind. Is it because Twitch wants to encourage watching it live a lot? Or maybe it's about resources? Is it resource consuming for Twitch if somebody goes... Wait, how to do it now? I need to first click Errichto, then videos. Okay, that's one click too many. And then see this. Still. Am I 50 frames per second? What kind of random number is that? I should be 30. I'm quite sure that I'm 30. I don't want to be 50. No, I'm 30. This 50 is FPS? Okay, let's read two things then. But I think this solution also works. It has a name like DSU on 3 or something like that. This is where my idea came from, where you start from the root and you always go to bigger child first. I think it's like that. But is there editorial? Why are there 4? Oh, I see. You can find all uniquely occurring elements, use those as delimiters, and this. If they had this as the intended solution first, then come on, it's obvious for anybody not weak at competitive programming that it doesn't work. I thought that this is a good platform. Yeah, you're cursing on the smaller branch. This is a very difficult problem. XOR? I need to read this as well because I don't know how to use XOR. It's technically n square. It's not technically n square, it's n square. I wanted XOR. Wait, this is a comment. Does he use XOR? He uses it here. How? By the way, in your YouTube video you said you don't know Goffrey, he was in CodeGen 2020 finals. It's one thing to know somebody by face, or sometimes by name, is the other to know by nickname. When I see nickname Goffrey, I am not able to think of a face. Then I will say, I don't know this person. For like Codeforces top 50, I remember all those nicknames. I also remember a nickname of Xiao, I don't know how to say that, Goffrey. I saw those before. Doesn't mean that when I see a nickname, I am able to think of a face. Last two rounds were very hard, but it's a good platform nonetheless. Hard is one thing. Having a wrong solution isn't, because I guess that was the solution they had. Otherwise, they would create tests against like wrong divide and conquer. Please, somebody tell me why do we use XOR? To avoid creating a set with the full list of indices, which is constant factor. So, okay, so this was some technical trick. Okay, now let's read this. I wonder if anybody understood that pretty easy to do analog n. That's the main difficulty, to go simultaneously from left and right. Search simultaneously from left and right border, so we make a smaller part. This is my solution. I described it 10 minutes ago. I mean, during the contest, I used a segment tree at the end. I started with divide and conquer, just split in the middle and do something. I realized that it's very complicated, and I switched to segment tree. Okay. Can I see in the leaderboard codes of other people? No, I don't see that. Next thing on my to-do list is to generally get a feel of this platform, BinarySearch.com or IO. They logged it few rounds back. Solutions are not public. Is it because of some law thing? For participants, I think it only helps if you can see each other codes. You can learn from that. So you see, this is like Discord. Is this actually just Discord? I don't know, Discord plugin or whatever? If yes, then maybe not a stupid idea. Guide. If you're participating in a room, please give every question an honest effort. What is a room here? Oh, it's like a group learning experience? So this is meant to be for group practicing with strangers in the internet? Contribute a question. Levels. You get XP for solving problems. They're easy, medium, hard, and harder. I'm 3rd level, you can see that in top right. Did I see David's interview with Clement? I saw a thumbnail. Judging from a thumbnail, I'm guessing that it's matrix exponentiation. The thumbnail involves like 10 digits and you move to a neighbor. I know that problem. I can take a look in a moment. I can write editorials, upvote. I cannot downvote now. No. Flag editors, add hints. Edit community editorials. I love a lot of ideas in this platform. A lot of things are well thought through. Leaderboards with several things like streak, also cool. Problems. Contests. Don't want this. Practice. Create your room. How do I join a room? Have I used lead code? Yes, I did. I have. Casa King, I saw your link several times. I'm not going to do it now. This is how you create a room, but how do I join an existing room? Join room at home page. Home, look at right side. Is this website only for binary tree problems? Yes. But this is name of a person, right? Oh, in Rabin Karp, I see. So room is kind of a contest. Do I have access to a list of public rooms? It's like coding game and you can compete with your friends when you make a room. Yes, sounds fine. Do we want to make something in a moment? Or just chat and help each other? I want to test it. Create your room with invite link. Medium. Let's go with easy. I don't care too much. Contest, no. Companies or topic. Create room. Start room. Compete or chat on the right to solve questions together. You can see each other's solutions. Hi. This room is invite only. Twitch chat I pasted a link. Share room link. Please behave. Round will start in 55 seconds. Okay, that's fine. Howdy. Hello, the Octacore Bear. What a cool nickname. It's max 10 people per room, by the way. Okay, so it's not really streamer friendly. Coding game had a limit of 8 people, and it turned out that it was just some fake limit that could easily in 1 minute raise it to 100. Size of chat on right or minimize. For now it's fine. I really... Coding game has bots though, and questions suck. Is that a single problem? Echo mode that reaches 20%. After 30 minutes, you have P% of battery left. So it's like there will be 80 units and then 40 more units of time. If P is at least 20, then okay, I see. Per minute is P over T. That's if P is greater than 20. Return per minute times 180 plus 40, so 120. That's how many units I need. But if P is smaller than 20 per minute, $80 plus twice 20 minus P. Run. By the way, you only selected one question, not a contest. Yeah, that's fine. Test case, your result wrong. I need to subtract P because I computed how much. Wait, not P, T. How do I test second example? Your result, minus 10. No, it's not the correct answer. $20 units plus twice this. Is it really wrong? I like the format and the idea. There are a few cool things about this platform. You were right. You said William will be 5th or 4th in IOI, and in the results of day 1, William was the 4th. Well, yeah, tie-breaking by first letter of a second name. Scroll. I mean, yeah, but did I need to rewrite the values? So what's wrong here? 80. There's 80% and then twice the remaining value. So this per minute will be, in my case, 80 plus 30, 110 divided by t times 120. I think it should be positive. Minute times 120. There is something wrong with this formula. Per minute shouldn't this be the other way around, like t over that? Wait. Here I have something of magnitude 120, then I should divide by 120. Something is for sure wrong. I computed how many percent. Should this be 100? But then the first test case will become wrong. No. I'm getting a lag. Normally I would solve this faster. This is up to 120 divided by time. If we now so how many percent per minute? It seems that I need to divide by this. Something like that, or 120. Okay. First test case. Was it such a big coincidence that this worked for the first case? Maybe something was equal to 1 and its reverse was also 1. Oh yeah, because 100 minus p is 70, so some division gave you 1. This is not a good coding interview problem, but I like the format. Alex says, well, Alex, you should write it, I think, here, then everybody will see it on the screen. Convert percent to effective percent, which is this. Yeah, like there is 120% in this full thing. Yeah. Now let's do some decisions. One thing is, if I am to continue streaming, I need to grab something to eat. You can review other people's solutions by going into scoreboard. How do I do that? This looks a bit better now. I usually get like 125% zoom for streams, or even more. A moment ago we were at 150. This is 110 now. Because a lot of people view on mobile, and for them the bigger font the better. Oh, Why aren't you telling me that I'm still in bottom left? Okay, what should I do tomorrow? Tap on the top. Oh, here. I see. So, is it only for submitted code? Or I see what somebody is working on? It's live. There should be a negative rating as well. Here you go. Editorials. The thing with community editorials is that, kind of just like in LeetCode forum, there will be so many of them. Most of them go unnoticed. But for a community-driven platform, I think BinarySearch.com is quite good. You can see it after you solve. This is like a rejected fetus of Reddit and Discord. But you know more about programming. So far, so good platform? Yes, it's a unique one. You know, for something like this, kind of community-driven, I remember I cannot remember channel name. One moment. Damn it. What do I remember? Nick White, yeah. Nick White sometimes made a video saying he's doing a competitive programming platform. I'm trying to find it. I told him in brief that it's a huge thing and he doesn't understand how much effort it will take him. Where is it? Platform. Oh, I'm building a competitive programming platform. Yeah, this video. He said that his idea is about 1v1 matches. So you can interact with your opponent. And the idea is fine, but he also wanted to build a library of hundreds of problems, and just it takes a lot of effort. But that idea is kind of related to what BinarySearch.com is. It's a lot about interaction. For a long time I postponed checking out this platform, and it seems very nice. You should be allowed to challenge a Google employee at any time, and if you win, you get their job. What about just using Codeforces for that? And just no. My browser is sometimes stupid. I used CodeChef for one day, and now when I tap Codeforces, I usually type code and then enter. Now it suggests CodeChef instead of Codeforces, while I use Codeforces 100 times more often. Yeah, so this top rated. If Google has, I don't know, 20,000 employees, then it should be just top some number of pages of rating in Codeforces. What about that? Maybe they should be sorted by salary. So there is Google, Facebook, and so on, all the companies. Each of them has some bet about the salary. and whoever bets highest gets top X participants from Codeforces, where X is their number of employees. Codeforces lockout. You lock them out of their job. Exactly. I think this is how this should work. Would Umnik be CEO of Google? Truly the way of the future. For sure, there are some stories, like legends about lands or countries where the leader, the ruler, would be chosen by skill, by strength, sometimes by brain. Like the smartest people or the stupidest, the most stupid person would be the king. Kind of like that. So maybe this is how Google should be run. At least, maybe not that top 10,000 people from Codeforces should work for Google, but among Google employees, the best one in competitive programming gets to be CEO. I think not many Google employees in Codeforces are. This would change. You will smash all the science. Immediately retire all of them. You can watch this video later if you want. I'll paste the link. Nick White building platform. The main idea here was about 1v1 videos. I don't know if he is still continuing this idea, because it's one thing to build the platform, the other is to create 500 problems. Petr would be Google CEO? Most likely. But there are a lot of young, strong people now, so maybe in a few years it would be somebody else. I don't know if Nick built the platform. I didn't hear anything about it, so I guess no. But is he still building? That's the question. Is there anything left for us on this platform to check out? Is this the fact that I'm in dim sum? Is that some fake name? This is name of my room? Dim sum. What is that? Like random 3 characters and then sum, like sum of numbers? The interview AC platform is actually pretty far along now. I know it had so many delays, but there are 3 devs. Yeah, let's talk about it in just after this stream in Priv, actually. I'm writing to you, Alex, in Messenger now. One moment. In a moment, I will get back to this stream. Okay. Okay, I'm back. When are Facebook Hacker Cup finals? I don't know. They didn't announce, so it's not that I don't know. Nobody knows. At least it isn't public. When is your 1v1 match against Steven? On Saturday or Sunday? There, let's see what contests are there. This website is called clist.by. I use it a lot. I strongly recommend. Contestlist.by. Let's see what is there on Saturday. No, there's really nothing on Saturday. Codeforces Sunday. There is Division 1+2 round on Sunday. Either my match against Steven will be after Codeforces on Sunday, after this contest, or just kind of standard Codeforces time on Saturday. Yeah, BinarySearch. I don't think actually that BinarySearch is similar to LeetCode. They created something completely different. What do I do now? Or maybe this. I want to eat now. After a break, what should I do? Twitch chat, give me ideas. I can accept suggestions. Just for now, we don't choose a particular problem. Just the choices are kind of to keep taking suggestions from the chat for a single problem to solve, to work on Gaussian elimination, or roast some Codeforces users. Yeah, just you choose. I don't think I will roast Codeforces users. Can somebody tell me also about this? I saw that today at the I want kind of dashboard. I have an option to run 60-second ad break, which might make sense, for example, when I grab something to eat. But do I get any money from that if I'm not a partner? Never mind, I don't want to search for it now. Go to dashboard. Like this or without Errichto? Okay, yeah, here. They're screaming. And it frightens me a little bit, the way they scream. Yeah, this button, run 60-second ad break. What's the point? Yeah, the only plus of affiliate/partner would be better streaming quality. Twitch, like a year ago, already wrote me an automatic email that I satisfy requirements for affiliate, but then I cannot stream to YouTube. Just as I said a few times today, tomorrow, as a test, I will stream on Twitch only, so we'll see how it goes without YouTube. Stop showing play button in the middle of stream. No, it will be here. Oh, I can refresh my leaderboard. Somebody told me I'm 39th or 40th. Yeah, 40th. Huh. Apparently, blue people are better than me in solving Division 4 contest. But just wrong submissions shouldn't be counted for 20 minutes in a contest where you get total time of magnitude 30. I should play Fall Guys. I don't think I will play right now. Can I send my message again? If Debugsy, you were the one suggesting the same problem. The question is what roughly I will do first, and if we choose that I should solve problems suggested by the chat, then you can post your suggestion again. But thank you for asking. That's very polite. Need something to it. Hack Facebook. Oh yeah. I wanted to make a video on why Facebook hacker can name me stupid, because in past weeks I got tens of messages, emails, whatnot, about please sir help me hack my Facebook account or retrieve my Facebook account. I was hacked. I see a lot of Team William ORZ. He lost 21 viewers. You mean that during the break, the number of viewers dropped by 20? I think it's normal. I didn't eat. I just made food. This is my food for this breakfast. So when I have time, then I would, for example, make scrambled eggs or something like that. Huel is perfect food for streams. Like if in the middle of, I don't know, 3 hour, 4 hour stream, I need something to eat. And then sandwich and something like this are the best options. I hate cooking though. I even don't like making a sandwich, to be honest. So what did we decide? It's worst for Facebook hacker emails too. It's worst if you are featured in a Facebook post. I think in the first round or the second round, I was in top 3, and Facebook after every round, they write on the main page of Facebook Hacker Cup, this person won, this person got close second, up to this moment ABCD was first solved by person X, and then people spam those mentioned participants more. How long is the queue for setting problem in Codeforces? I think you should expect an answer in 2 weeks for Division 1. I don't know about Division 2. Because they lack Division 1 contests. Is that a protein shake? Not really, but it's like protein shake without protein, I guess. Just food in form of a shake. My favorite food? I don't really have favorite food. I like meat in general. Debugs, you suggested this a few times. I don't know, I can check it out. Top-down memorization to bottom-up. I made videos on dynamic programming and explained how I think. Protein? Protein? How do you say protein? Oh, I see now. Lead code coding interview question. At least it wasn't with sound. You got me, you got me. What are we doing now? Got some mentions. Sadly, Errichto lost the 1v1. Errichto lost? What's going on? What is this conspiracy that I lost? We didn't do 1v1. I will schedule that with Steven today, and we will inform in Codeforces about it. I'm going to scroll up and find some links. What is this? Strong connected components. This is the name of a competition? I don't want it. Also, those are contests for every topic. Is there something for Gauss? I see exponentiation. Whoa, this might be a good platform. Find the value of sum of powers. Do we do anything smart here? What's the point of this strange formula? Find inverses. I see. So it's some kind of collection of problems related to this, but I don't think it's chosen in a very, very good way. But still, I'm glad I found something like that. Eat healthy, bro. I try to eat healthy. In particular, what I eat right now, Huel, is healthy. That's the main point. What, am I saying exponentiation wrong now? No. Exponentiation. Hacker Earth. Is this a cool problem or what? Okay, it's up to 50. Okay, I see. So this is dp of for every k how far we can get, something like that. Or just for every I. Awesome. Easy dynamic programming, it doesn't matter too much. Maybe share some binary tricks that you may know. When I share tricks I know on my YouTube channel. I make educational articles, videos. What else do we do today? I finally participated in a short code chef contest, and I wrote my feedback here, I guess, very short feedback. No problem was very interesting for me. It's not that one of the problems I saw. Only the easiest problem was interesting because I was stuck. In everything else, it was obvious for me how to go towards a solution. So not a high quality contest for a high rated participant. And samples were weak. Sample tests and their explanations, I didn't like that. But generally, it's not that there were any issues with problems. The contest was fine. Perfectly fine. Like a non-interesting Codeforces round. Fewer participants in the top though. On one hand, it means I don't get to compete with other strong participants, and that's bad. I don't want to do Division 2 contests. On the other, it's easier for me to get the first place. Because my opponents are only like, I don't know, 5 other strong people. The contest is still running. Still 40th place. You can try this contest later. This was the one with invitation. If you Google Codeforces Public Division 4, it should be here. Yeah, this one. You can try this contest later and see if you can beat me. It shouldn't be too difficult. The best way to get better at constructive algorithms and games. Practice those kind of problems. Good source apart from Codeforces, there are all the platforms in the world. Somebody suggested this problem. What's the difficulty? Division 1C? Might be too difficult. I will read it, why not? When a turbo plow is stored, it takes up not some simply rectangular space, it takes up a T-shaped space, like one of the pictures. Place in warehouse maximum number of turbo plows. As one stores the turbo plows, he can rotate them in any manner. They cannot overlap. What can you do in this problem? There are 3 ways to tackle this. The statement is we are given dimensions of a rectangle and we need to put as many characters T as possible. Like here in this one, in the output we put this character A gives us one T shape rotated to the left, C gives us the other T shape, B and D. And possible approaches to this is 1. Try all of that on a piece of paper. Just work your way through different dimensions, see what seems to be a good pattern because pieces will fit with each other, solve cases up to 4x4 by hand, or like decide what should be done for 3 by x, and maybe this way you will get accepted after getting like 5 wrong answers first because you missed some case. If dimensions are that small, then also we can do dynamic programming from left to right. Let's see. If in first column I start some t-shape, it can only reach up to the third column. After I'm done with first column, I think that it's possible to get complexity 2 at power 2 times height. Of size of the grid times 2 at power 2 times height. I cannot increase font here. Yeah, that complexity. With complicated bitmask DP, that will be quite annoying. So always move like that. You can read more about it under name of broken profile DP. You go cell by cell and you remember the last two columns basically, but with broken profile. Is that the solution? If yes, then it's not an interesting problem. And you need to restore the answer. Dynamic programming on the broken profile is one possible solution. Instead of saying you can find explanation in the internet or Codeforces, they should provide some link. CP Algorithms describes that. CP Algorithms, broken profile. I wonder if there are drawings. No drawings, so could be better. Search with memorization. Move by rows. So same as broken profile, that just instead of really knowing states as masks, we do memorization, I guess, with the state being maybe the whole grid so far. No. Yeah, it's the same thing. Maybe just iterative versus recursive. Branch and bound. Try all possible tilings. So any backtracking solution and pre-calculation. Pre-calculated answers for large or for all possible inputs, even if your solution is slow. Not really a cool problem. Oh well, it was from 9 years ago. This explains a lot. I wonder, during 1v1 lockouts, how should we take into account that the problem is very old? Modern problems on Codeforces are much different than something from 10 years ago. In a lockout, if I see that problem is from like Codeforces beta around 10, I know that it might be strange. Sometimes it will be very boring, maybe statement is long and it's just about implementing things from the statement. Or maybe it will be very easy because the technique is standard now. Reminds me a lot of the two-tiling problem from Google Codejam Finals where I got second. Oh, Gennady did that, I think. Was it a problem where something was wrong with tests? (2018). Oh, Maybe I should turn off the dark reader. Sorry about that. Oh, that's too bright. Maybe turning it off isn't a good idea. Yeah, this to tiling. Sometimes solving two problems is enough to get second place. That was one crazy problem set. Yeah, so something like our problem from 2 minutes ago, where we need to create shapes and some dimension is small, right? Where are the limits? Maybe it's always 8 by 8? Yeah, 64. I think the solution was to go and remember 2 last rows indeed. Or 3 last rows. Yep. I thought about this problem for like, I don't know, 3-5 minutes during the contest. But mainly I worked on those two. You see this beautiful thing? Plus 14 penalty atoms. Solved 40 seconds before the end. I got very lucky in that finals. Very, very lucky. So yeah, this, whatever, close that. Close that. I took one look at the problem and was like, nope. But you know, I don't do that during important contests. I know that my implementation skills are fine, and if there is some, I don't know, board game problem, you know, sometimes in ICPC there is something like that. They describe you rules of this thing, maybe even on hexagonal grid, and it's just about implementing them. I can implement things quickly. So I considered solving this problem. The first one though, was it about kings? Yep, some positions of bishops or something. This one I skipped because I thought that others will do better, will do this problem better than me. So I went for geometry and interactive, because at them I'm better than others. I think I had 0 points half an hour before the end. And yeah, close that. I'm in time. Hello. We were just talking about this problem. Well, maybe you remember, what was the case with wrong tests here, or wrong checker in two tiling from Google Codegen 2018? I think your solution was rejudged. Okay, actually I'm on Linux, right? So I can do some competition because I kind of don't have anything to do today. So what about I just do virtual participation of some contest, and that will take 2 hours, then I can finish the stream. Does that sound like a good idea? Maybe just this Division 2. Was this a good contest? Or should I do some other platform? Is also fine, can be at Coder. You shouldn't do that for practice, but because you cheat by seeing results. But I think I will take a look at final standings to choose a contest. Time limit was too low and I got compilation time limit exceeded whatever I did. Oh, I see. Because you had very long code with pre-computed answers. Okay, I understand. Do Codeforces. Nope, read some block like the previous Gaussian elimination. That's also valuable. Let's do some voting maybe. And voting will be first. This is cheating, don't do it when you want to honestly participate in something. I want to estimate how much time it will take me to participate. Top people, 1 hour. Here, and now after this I already see that F is more difficult than G. That's the cheating part. Seems similar. 1 hour with one very difficult problem, so maybe I will just skip this one. Twitch has polls, but can I use it if I'm not affiliate? Let's learn it, how to make a poll. I can, of course, make it on an external website, but this is better if it's built in. On your dashboard, click this if you have created a poll. I'm learning Twitch. Polls. There is a chat command that is a lot easier. I tried to make that Rickroll blog on Codeforces, but it got deleted and I can't post anything for 48 hours. I am so happy. Inception stream. Yeah. But I think you don't have sound. That's the important part. Poll. No, that's very useful that I can type a slash. But is there anything for poll? I can likely... I want to do poll for what to do next. There will be 4 options. Codeforces, second Codeforces, add coder ABC, and doing just algo research, like, you know, like Gaussian elimination. Also create a poll on whom should we rate. I will choose that at the end, just to remind me about it. One other thing, maybe stream elements, because I use that bot. I don't know if it's good, but I use it. And if I am to stream on Twitch a lot, I need to do something with points. And I will either use stream elements or maybe a night bot for that. Poll. I know that this takes much more than just asking you and letting everybody type 1, 2, 3, 4, but this is what programmers often do. They once spend 15 minutes so that every time later they will save 15 seconds. People could directly cheer, but with bits and donations, I'm just scared that people will assume that they can request a problem and kind of pay $1 for me to help them. I don't want something like this. Create straw poll, use the Twitch dashboard. Okay, Twitch dashboard is here. Where is poll? Click the plus icon and there should be the option. Looking for a plus icon. Oh, on the right. Manage your poll. Create a new poll. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, this will be versus that. Edu 95. Recent add coder ABC. ABC? Yeah, I don't want anything more difficult. So this would be easier contest. Or work on Gauss. Duration, 2 minutes, whatever, start poll. Service error, try again in a moment. At Coder ABC, you already did Codeforces Division 4 today. Well, we will have a poll if Twitch lets me. Chat is fine, right? Like the stream is fine. Refresh. Refresh the dashboard. I already did. Thank you, Twitch. Very nice. Okay, I'm doing straw poll. No. I'm getting annoyed now. What to do now? And finally, you can vote on multiple things if multiple are fine for you. Vote. I gave you a link. Twitch is crap. Maybe it is. What is Gaussian elimination? Oh, if you don't know it, then you would not enjoy that answer because it would be second part. It's some, let's say, complicated algorithm. Could have easily already finished ABC by now while creating the poll. Yeah, maybe. I will. Well, you have 1 more minute to vote on this. I will try once more here. Blah. 1, 2, 3. Service error. It would be convenient because then you don't need to go to any external website. Vote go, please. Now the chat is a little bit like the chat in Among Us, where people just say vote pink. Why? No, no, yes, and pink is, you know, exiled. Results. That's quite close. @coder ABC. I'm surprised. If it was very close, then I would choose Codeforces because it's kind of the two Codeforces options, they steal from each other. But let's do @coder. I already did some Codeforces today. Was there virtual participation in @coder? Yeah, there is. No spoilers, yeah. We'll give you a link. Actually, we'll just modify it here. Custom comment, contest. You can type !contest to get a link in Twitch. I will make drawings during the contest. And maybe I will as well ping on Codeforces because I didn't ping today. Give me a second. But now finally I'm doing some really competitive programming. Monday stream is live for some time already. Going to do a recent @coder ABC. Actually, ABC already has @coder in the name. So it's a bit stupid to write @coder ABC, but you know, some people don't know what is ABC. Oh, then let's go like that. I'm going to now do this. Let's start at, yeah, past. It's fine. Use Python? No, you don't want me to use Python. Why does somebody try to type !tourist? What do you want this command to do? 5-minute Among Us? No. Wait, I see something strange here. Sometimes the bot answers that there is no contest. Is it because contest is a special command? So only once every 15 seconds, maybe only one every 15 seconds this will do something. And other than that, it will give the default command. That's my bet. Let's see. Yeah, contest. Show the currently active contest. Let's turn this off because I'm not using a contest. Maybe I will in the future. I don't know. And now, it will do nothing unless it wasn't used for the past 15 seconds, then it will give you a link. Custom commands, add new command. So what should tourist do? What does this do? Will this type Errichto greater than tourist? I didn't turn it on. Wait, I modified points? Oh. How do I move it back? Custom commands, I don't know. Why is points here? Do you have fun? The tourist is greater than tourist. Is it greater lexicographically? No, it isn't. The tourist is actually smaller than tourist because H goes before O. I'm happy you like the new command. Tourist, to get a hi from tourist, there should be some script connected with a tourist's Codeforces account. There, yeah, I need to fix my terminal quickly. I mean, my drawing tablet. Wait a second. This will take me a moment. Did the stream freeze for like 10 seconds? Also, can I stop this? Damn it. Yeah, I want to set up something. So let's do it in 2 minutes. For this, do this command. Just what do I not had one? I think. Okay, works. I'm still not able to automatize it. I mean, maybe I should try. But something is not non-deterministic. Wait, something is wrong. Damn it, I can use only... Now I try to use... This is a square. Mapping is wrong again. Stupid Linux. Am I sponsored by BinarySearch.com? Nope. But I was proposed some deal. I will see. Like, I can accept something and then promote them on the main YouTube channel. Okay, need to restart the tablet again, which might freeze the stream. Now the list of devices is different. Do this. Oh, I think it's fine. Yes, I can type. Let's do this. Now it will be for real. I will not postpone more. I don't actually want test cases, so need to modify templates. Like that. Close everything, don't save. Here we go. And in 1 minute I will start. This is AdCoder Beginner Contest 179. And I will make drawings for you. Let me close other tabs. New Ubuntu is a lot better. I don't know. For sure something will not work in new Ubuntu. What will be 20? Append S or ES. Output its plural form. Problem B. Rolling 2 dice. Check if doublets occurred at least 3 times in a row. Again, implementation only. Oh, I shouldn't really read pairs. Strike or streak? If it's equal 3, print yes. Else print no. And here I will test it. Yes. No. A was accepted. B. Let's read C. Given positive integer n, how many tuples satisfy this? A times B plus C is n. This means that A times B must be strictly smaller than n. Right? Whenever A and B satisfy this, if this is, for example, 17 and n is equal 20, there will be one matching value of C. Here C is 3, then A times B plus C is n. So I want this condition, A times B smaller than n. The question is how many pairs there are, A, B, such that this is smaller than n. And fortunately I can iterate over all such pairs, and this is n log n. And you should see this trick a lot of times, including, for example, primesieve, that we can iterate over multiples of a number. Because this code iterate over A, iterate over multiples of A, and now actually I want smaller than n, and now I know that I have A times I, so I is B actually, and it's smaller than n, and there will be one matching C. Answer is doesn't have to be long because I said that it's n log n. Yeah, works. B was accepted. C should be easy as well. Coder is able to create such cute, simple problems, including this one from a moment ago. This one with ABC. I liked it. Assembly, magnets, butterflies. I like the idea of using butterflies to write a program. C accepted. D. The eternal battle between programmers, which language is the best and which code editor. We start from cell 1. We try to reach cell n. Small k, there are segments. Okay. The fact that there is 3 and 4 in the input, or the fact that there is just from L to R, means that I can jump by that much to the right? Yes. So if the intervals are 2, 4 and 6, 6, it means that there is that series of cells, sequence of cells, and from cell I can jump by anything in this interval, so by 2, or maybe with red I will mark cells to which I can get 2, 3, 4, or a 6. They ask me about the number of ways to get to the end. And then I prefer to use the pool DP here, where when I'm here in DP of I want to compute the number of ways to get here using values already computed. And I know that, let's remove this, to this cell I can get from any one of those, from 2 to 4 or 6. From those I can jump, so I need to sum up DPs of those cells. The number of ways to get there, because then I can make a jump here. Also, we start with, for the first cell, we have dp of 0 or 1, whatever is 1. There is one way to start here. Then we keep going. And I need prefix sums to ask about sum in interval of ways. Use prefix sums. As I go from left to right, I will update the prefix sums, and that's it. Modulo billion 7? Nope. Modulo FFT. I don't know, in like intervals. And 0 is 1. At the end, we will print dp of n minus 1. Compute dp of I. Iterate over interval. And I can jump from this cell up to this cell. I don't want those to be smaller than 0. L will be max of 0 and that. Let's start with brute force. Iterate from here to there. Because if I made a mistake already, it will be easier for me to notice where a mistake is. For here it's 0 apparently. And I need a bigger test. This will be fine. In 4. So I skipped one. Random error, sure, whatever. I mean, I don't do modulo now. But I want prefix sums, and it could be a separate array, but I can just actually, yeah, let's use a separate array. Pref of I is add of pref of I minus 1 and dp of I. And here I want to do something equivalent to pref of r minus pref of l minus 1. So this, well, normally I have a function and it uses ifs to avoid modulo operator, but here, who cares? Something is wrong. If greater equal 1. Good. Maybe I shouldn't open all the problems here if I'm not sure. Because you have two ways of opening problem statements, either one by one, and then you can scroll to the bottom and submit there, or you can open everything like I did here. I'm not sure which version is better. Modulo operator is slower than branching. Yes, it is. Sequence remainder of the Euclidean division of x by m. I don't know what is Euclidean division. Is it something related to GCD? Let A be the sequence that is defined by the initial value this. Normal division? Okay. Thank you. Next number is previous square modulo m. N is huge. So there is obviously a cycle because m is small. Let's analyze it. First number is 2, second is 4, then 16, but after 256 there will be 256 square modulo 1001. Sorry. Okay, I need to find a cycle. It will be of size at most 100,000. Need to quickly jump through it. Yeah. This one is mainly about implementation. No drawing will be useful here. Also, n is long, that's important. Starting value and the modulo. Print the sum of all those values. Okay, I will iterate position of mod comma -1. This will remember the last position of something. Position of x is equal 1. Repeat like that. This here I compare int with long, but for sure I will stop by after at most that many moves. Plus I. Do this, and now if position of x is equal -1, just keep going. Else we need to stop because we found a cycle. If I know that something was on position 4 and now in position 7 is the same thing, then I can skip 3 numbers a lot of times. What about this? Cycle size is I minus position of x, while I plus, I will skip by this thing, times how many times I fit a cycle. I think this easily, maybe -1, just maximize with 0. It would be nice to know the sum of values in this cycle. Plus I and I plus plus are the same for modern compiler because it will optimize that into the same assembly code. But yeah, theoretically I plus I is maybe 5% faster because it doesn't need to remember something to then return it. But you shouldn't worry about it. I'm typing plus I only because I'm used to it, not because it's better. Not many times skip. Maybe not only position, but I will know a prefix sum. Standard sum of values. Well, initially equal to x. Prefix. No, prefix will be initially empty and I will keep adding new elements. What then? Let's say that we start with 0 because it seems better for prefixes. Maybe then I need to modify that. Let's do that. Prefix initially has an X only. Prefix pushback, prefix.back plus X. This is a new sum. New thing. At the end, I just want to print the sum. If I repeat cycle at least once, my goal will be to do this. To skip it, and at the end I will just go one by one. What do I need to add to the sum? I guess prefix of myself minus prefix of position of X minus 1, unless that's minus 1. Actually, no. If 4, 7, then I only want those 3 numbers. I think it's this. Do I already have inputs? I do not. I hope that in at least one of those tests we really use cycle multiple times, but I trust AdCoder that they usually have convenient for participants samples. Solve the recursively to after contest. This was the one about DP. Oh, but recursively it will be much more difficult. Recursive DP is much worse for difficult DP problems because it's more difficult to use some techniques like here prefixes. For any simple DP problem, you can use iterative version, you can use recursive version. Here, this is example of a problem where iterative is much easier. And this is why I recommend people to learn iterative version if they ever want to tackle hard problems. The last problem, F. Now starting F, which is the best problem. We'll see. Place a white stone. Drawing, maybe? Yeah, there is a drawing. Is it the game of Go? Okay, we start with black stones everywhere in the inside and white stones on bottom and right side. Place a white stone here. Count black stones. And this is how you make sample explanations. You make a good drawing. We start with this grid. Then if we put white here, you see my cursor? You see. We kill this, that, this. Cool. Real programmers find cycles in all of one space with 2 pointers. Oh. Yeah, you can solve this problem like that. Okay, so this game is reversing. Yeah, I agree that it's not Go. It's not that now we care about connected components or anything like that. In particular, actually, I don't see any place here where something would happen in Go. because like black always has a place to breathe. Maybe that's actually important observation. Hare and rabbit, yeah, that's the one. 2 pointers when one is twice faster. I don't know how to say hare though. Hare? Hare and rabbit, I don't know. Turtle and rabbit, I think it should be. Those are, let's say, black cells. Now, when I hit you from the left, I take everything here. So now, hitting from the top will not affect anything there. From now on, only left operations here can do something, and that's it. So what about that? After I hit this row from the left, I know that from this moment, only this is the board, and it's trivial to handle what happens below. On our drawing here on the left, what happens is, after this middle column being taken, the part on the right is not affected by horizontal operations. Hair, it's like hair, okay. Discord server moderators get Twitch moderation. It isn't automatic, so but we can talk if you want to become a Twitch moderator as well. Let's assume that there is something more here. It's, if you want to find the problem, it's this F, simplified reversing. Oh, name of the game is in the title. I guess that reverse is that you can go from each side or something like that. I played this game in the past, I think. Okay, now when we hit from above, we kill this, then it's the same thing, just this is every time interesting stuff only happens here. So I will maintain H, I will maintain W, and for everything past that, for everything below H, and for everything on the right from W, this is what will happen, and I need to be able to say now what happens when I kill this from the top, from above. So what's the length here? But that's easy, and I can just have a linear array for that. Limits are small enough. We can do it linearly. I think I will keep those heights in an array, same with this. Whenever I shrink, because this happens, I will just linearly go through this part and update their lengths. Actually, then I need to update those, because now they hit like this. Oh no, but this would be slow. Let's move back a little bit. If now I have this is new, and if at this moment I iterate over those to update their widths, that's bad. That's too slow, because I can keep doing that. That's quadratic. then what I need to do to make complexity good is when this red thing appears, I'm able to go through this thing and for them update their heights. Can the same query appear twice? Pairwise distinct. And square. It's fine if I maintain two variables. Let's say a moment ago this height was 5 and this width was 10. I mean this is 10. Now when there is a red bar, let's say 10 decreases to 6, and I can allow myself 4 operations now. And I will do 4 operations. If I start with numbers height equal width equal n-1, then every time I shrink one of them, I will make 1 operation. I shrink by 5, I make 5 operations, then it's O of n in total. And that's a very, very fine problem. AtCode or beginner contest problems are just cute. I actually don't care which one is which because the answer will not be affected. Just one type and the other. Values are from 2 to n-1. Let's do something. Initially, the size is n-2. And I need height. Everything is of height n-2. I think I will just decrease n by 2. Width. There's also answer. Decrease x. This should be true. Type is 1. If type is 0, how do I do that? To avoid copy paste, I think instead of 2 vectors like that, it should be an array of size 2. But this is a bit more meaningful, damn it. Sometimes doing program nicely without copy paste makes it less meaningful. Like if now instead of this I have like some array of size n by 2 or 2 by n. Let's work with heights. I think later maybe I can adjust this to avoid copy paste. We'll see. If type is something, no, one type is 1, the other is 2. Tried to solve this problem Saturday. It was working, but I got timeout in Python. That's a thing with Python. Sometimes even a good complexity will give you time limit exceeded. Though here are limits that's tight. You should be fine with linear complexity in Python, I would say. Always a tricky dilemma indeed. Dilemma. Dilemma. If x is smaller than, let's say that we have red. This is vertical. If this is smaller than the current width, then something happens. Height of x is this. Actually, I will not really use it, so let's put -1. This again. From x plus 1 to width, height of x is the current height of the grid. Else again, I will not use it again. I think that's it. I can cheat a little bit to solve this problem. No, I will not do that. I wanted to swap height and width and h with w, but this is just too ugly. I need to reverse it later, just to get quadratic complexity for a moment, to check if it works for samples. And now... Okay, I can still do that. It's quadratic for a moment, but let's test samples. Not necessarily I would do it during a contest, because I'm trying first a quadratic version is just slow. But here, if I don't care that much about my time, I can just make it everything safer. Instead of debugging a long, ugly code, debug a simpler version first. I think I print the number of white stones. Oh no, it was completely wrong. I'm missing something. So it was 15. How is that possible if every time I add at most 3? So always I added 3. Just always. I don't update W and H. What do I need here? And here we go. This is how it hurts to have a copy paste. After the first thing, why is nothing equal to -1? I for sure mark something as -1. Image. Yeah, that's just my debug template. It's ugly, it's stupid, don't use it. How? I see. A typo. I wanted to iterate from x+1 up, and here mark height of I. Again, copy-paste hurts because I need to remember about it in 2 positions. The answer didn't change though. Wait. I'm missing some step. I update for them, but for those, the width, for all of those, the width should be updated to the current width doubly. But because it's for all of them, I can just minimize. So when accessing this, what about saying minimum of current height in this? Yes, this works. Yep. And now I closed the code by mistake. Beautiful code. I could do something by reference, for example. This works. Okay, that's the last problem. And again, I like the problem. At Coder beginner contests have very nice quality, and everything took me 40 minutes. But obviously with explaining out loud, with drawings, standings. I would get below half an hour for sure during a real contest. Do I see myself or not? Well, I can just see top times. Around 20. 30 minutes. I would be close to the top. This probably isn't even... Oh, vector swapping is smart, you're right. I think that there is something tricky going on here. This is not guaranteed to be constant time, but I think this is. So let's reverse what I was doing here. And first thing, this should pass, but it's not guaranteed that it's linear. That I mean that it's not quadratic. But let's submit. And surprisingly, this swap might be different. And it is different for some structures like ordered set. And now it's guaranteed. Yeah, both versions should pass. But yeah, good point that swapping vectors is smart, and it doesn't really swap the content. It swaps pointers. But this swap of two, I don't know, for some structure, swap is not different for any container is standard library, okay? But it might be different for something not from standard library. Ordered set is not standard, so you have to be careful. I think there exists something, and I checked that. I think it was ordered set, such that you need to do this. This will work in linear time, this will work in constant time. But the real, by the way, nice code should be this. If type is 2, then this should be my solution from the very beginning. I don't know why I went for the copy paste and I kept correcting in 2 places. That's very stupid. Don't do it. Ordered statistics, swap for it is often. Yeah, exactly. Wait, ordered statistics is the same as ordered set, right? It's just that ordered set is what people usually call ordered statistics. I think that's good time to end this stream. What job are you doing? I'm quite sure there is this. Oh, right, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Let's read the Rickroll video. No, thank you. People did it with sets also. Python might time it there. Oh yeah, then for sure. But if a problem is easy, then it's fine for me to try to do linear time if I immediately see how to do it in linear time, and I did. Tomorrow, plus recording, and just after the end I will upload it on YouTube. We'll see how it goes, also in terms of viewers. Just expect a stream similar to the one today. I will do various stuff. Maybe half of the stream will be Gaussian elimination. We'll see. And some virtual participation. So tomorrow, same time. For me, it's 10 a.m. I want programming. Perfectly something about algorithms. Maybe math for game devs. Indeed, check out my Discord channel. Link in description and in the Twitch chat right now. Not here. Algo. Lead code. Coding. Maybe coding is a stupid word. Codeforces. Only for mature audiences. What do we have here? I need to turn. Do I have a sound? Yeah, I do. Let's try. No, you don't hear. I wanted to go to videos, be able to scroll. Oh, yeah, be able to scroll and see what's going on with code.
A vector of length 1, which is sometimes also called unit vector, normalized vector, like it has a bunch of terms.
I've just heard vector of length 1 is called normalized vector or something like that. This is math. Yes, you should learn that. Okay, I found a fine channel. P. Marvin. Do you want chat comments for every, like, for tourists, for P. Marvin? What is that? I don't think that Pavel is now streaming, right? Marvin. Do I know a lot of other competitive programmers on Twitch? There should be a category. No, I don't. This command is not listening to me. Which one? Twitch? Isn't it vector of module 1? Yes, it is. Yeah, let's finish. How do I do that? At Gikmo. Thank you everybody for watching, and see you tomorrow same time, Twitch only. Later it will be uploaded on YouTube. Bye bye.